The gun hasn't fired yet, and already this stadium is wound tight. 12 women, 1 championship. Eleanor Strevens, Maria Rowley, Melanie Rebuli, they've all been at the top of the middle distance rankings all season. Carmen Cernjul brings Sweden's speed. Emma Lindner carries Germany's hopes. And 3 British athletes, Strevens, Belshaw, and Jones, all after the same gold. The 1,500 meters doesn't forgive the patient, and it doesn't reward the reckless. Every position, every move, every breath on this track is going to matter. Who has the legs when it hurts? Who has the nerve at the bell? Who wants it when the pack is tight and the final straight opens up? We're about to find out. Carla Gutierrez, Spain, lane 10. National champion indoors and outdoors. Personal best of 4:14 in Barcelona. She's as complete a 1,500 meter runner as there is in this field. Chasa Zivko of Slovenia in lane 7, 4:19 this season. Lila Belshaw, Great Britain, lane 6. Defending European champion, Commonwealth Youth bronze medalist, and the only woman in Europe to have broken 4:10 this year. Emma Lindner of Germany in lane 5. She's run 2:08 for the 800 and 4:19 for the 1500 this season. Carmen Cernjul of Sweden in lane 4, an 800-meter bronze medalist who's also in the 3,000 final tomorrow. Melanie Rebuli, Italy, lane 3. She ran a personal best just to earn her spot here. Maria Rowley of Spain in lane 2, 5th best in Europe this year. Eleanor Strevens, Great Britain, lane 1, national championship silver medalist and university silver over 800 meters. 3 Brits, a Swedish 800-meter specialist, Spanish pace at the front. This final has genuine threats in every lane. The atmosphere inside the stadium is building fast. It'll be settled in the final straight. They're off. Rowley straight to the front, setting a strong early tempo for Spain. Strevens takes the inside line, Cernjul right on her shoulder. Smart, canny positioning from the Swede from the jump. Belshaw's tucked in tight on the curb. Gutierrez wide to the outside. Every position is already being fought for. "68 seconds through the first 400 meters. Solid, honest pace. Rowley still leading, looking very comfortable up front. Strevens has dropped to 4th. Belshaw's right there in 3rd, the European leader tracking every move. Jones is boxed in on the inside, and she needs to find a way out of there. Two laps to go, and Belshaw moves into striking range. She's the only woman in this field to have broken 4:10 this year, and she's coiling up right now. Cernjul hasn't made a big move yet, still waiting. Strevens drifts wide on the outside. The whole pack is jockeying for position. Everyone wants to be in the right spot when that bell rings. The bell, final lap. Cernjul tries to accelerate. She's got 800-meter speed and she's using every bit of it right now. But Belshaw is right there on her shoulder, poised, waiting. Jones fighting to get clear on the inside. Gutierrez pushing hard for Spain. This comes down to the straight. Belshaw wins. Lila Belshaw takes gold in 4 minutes 14.59 seconds. Back-to-back European titles for Great Britain. Cernjul threw everything she had at her down that final straight but could not close the gap. Silver for Sweden. And look at Isabel Jones coming through on the inside. A brilliant European bronze for Great Britain. 2 Brits on the podium. Lila Belshaw's arms go wide and the crowd goes with her. 2 seasons on the international stage, 2 European gold medals. She came in as the favorite, and she delivered every single time it mattered. This kid is absolutely the real thing. Cernjul goes from 800-meter bronze last year to 1,500-meter silver here tonight. That is a serious upgrade, and Jones is only just now realizing she has a European bronze medal. Watch her face when it hits. That moment is everything. Belshaw came in having already dropped her personal best from 4:12 down to 4:09 this year. Now she adds a 4:14 championship gold on top of that. She leads the European list and she just proved, again on the biggest stage, that she knows exactly how to close. What Belshaw has over someone as dangerous as Cernjul is experience winning on the international stage. She's been here before. She controlled this race when it mattered most. Cernjul threw her 800-meter finishing speed at her and it still wasn't enough. That's what separates the good from the great. Belshaw gold, Jones bronze, Strevens 5th. 3 British athletes in the top 5 of a European final. Great Britain owns the middle distance tonight. Cernjul has the 3,000 final tomorrow. She went to the well tonight against Belshaw, and now she has to go again against a completely different field. That is a serious ask. But right now, this moment belongs entirely to Lila Belshaw. 2 European titles, back to back. She's earned every second of this. Slow motion now. Watch how Belshaw moves through the first 2 laps. Never panicking, always within range, never burning a match early. The bell rings and Cernjul goes. Watch Belshaw's response. She's on Cernjul's shoulder instantly. No gap. Into the home straight, Cernjul is churning. That 800-meter speed is right there in her mechanics every stride, but Belshaw's form doesn't waver. Drive phase stays powerful, stays controlled. Right here is the moment. Belshaw gets a half step on Cernjul and the Swede has nothing left to answer with. Jones threads through beautifully on the inside to take bronze. 3 athletes who gave each other absolutely nothing. Lila Belshaw, European champion for the 2nd straight year. The British flag is up, the crowd is on its feet, and Belshaw stands exactly where she stood 12 months ago, right at the top of the podium, gold around her neck. Belshaw didn't win this in the final straight. She won it at the bell when Cernjul made her move and Belshaw answered without hesitation. That response, immediate and controlled, is what separated gold from silver by 0.41 seconds. Cernjul has genuine 800-meter speed. When she accelerated, most 1,500-meter runners would have let a gap form and tried to close late. Belshaw didn't let a gap form at all. She was on the Swede's shoulder before Cernjul had even finished her surge, and from that position, Cernjul had nowhere to go. The race was effectively over 30 meters before the line. The tactical picture through the first 3 laps told you this was coming. Maria Rowley led through the first 468 seconds, honest but not brutal pace. Belshaw ran 3rd, tucked on the curb in lane 6, never burning energy wide on the bends. Cernjul tracked Strevens for much of the middle laps, patient, waiting. What Belshaw did differently was stay inside and stay calm. She didn't react to every shuffle in the pack. She chose her moments. By the time the bell rang and the field started looking at each other, Belshaw already knew where she was going. Cernjul's silver deserves credit because she ran a genuinely brave race. Coming in as an 800-meter specialist taking on a 1,500 final, then voluntarily entering the 3,000 final the following day, she committed to this championship in a way that could have backfired badly. It didn't. Her 4:15.00 would have won this final in most years. Isabel Jones ran the smartest race of her life on the inside to claim bronze at 4:16.18. a result she didn't fully process until well after the finish. Carla Gutierrez ran 4:16.96 in fourth, a personal best performance that went largely unnoticed given the British presence above her. 3 Brits in the top 5, Strevens fifth at 4:17.51, points to a genuinely deep national group rather than one outlier. Back-to-back European titles at this level, with a personal best already down to 4 minutes 9 seconds heading in, puts Belshaw in a conversation that goes beyond her age group. The 1,500 meters has historically rewarded athletes who peak late, who build through their early 20s before hitting their ceiling around 26 or 27. Belshaw is doing this earlier. The gap between her 4:12 from the previous year and 4:09 this year is meaningful, not just a number. That's not refinement. That's a different category of athlete emerging. Winning in Banska Bystrica and then winning here in Tampere shows she doesn't just perform well once the pressure is off. She performs best when everyone expects her to. The next question is what happens when she steps up to senior global competition and faces athletes who don't just have 800-meter speed but have held the front of a senior world championships final for 3 laps. That test is coming. What this race tells you is that she has the tactical intelligence to handle it. She didn't just outlast Cernjul. She read her, responded correctly, and closed the door. That's not instinct. That's a racer who knows exactly what she's doing.